Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and this tutorial is going to be on modes on the guitar. I'm an avid player myself, and I've noticed, just when I'm looking through, like, see what lesson stuff's out there and, crap like that, I've noticed there's a lot of really weird, confusing videos on modes out there that I just don't understand how guys can explain these to you. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to explain in about 3 minutes modes, and you will understand it by the end of this. If not, if there's somehow I'm not simple enough, then definitely comment, email me, and I'll try to even get even more layman if I can. Okay? What I want you to look at is these are the modes. I'm sure if you've already looked up modes, you know they're called the Ionian, the Dorian, and so forth, right? So let's just let's look at this. This is one mode. So just learn this pattern. Now you know the Ionian mode, and this is a 3 note per string pattern, because there's actually, you can play the modes in a more formal way where you can do the do re mi fa sol la ti do, like that, you know what I mean, instead. But I'm going to show you a 3 note because this is going to allow you to expand a lot quicker and faster with things, at least in my opinion. But anyway, so once you learn that, you got the Ionian, then you learn this mode, okay, then you learn this mode, that, and so forth. Now, I'm not going to start teaching you that this is the major, this is the minor, so forth, stuff like that, or whatever, you know what I mean? That can be another lesson. I just want you to understand how they work, because it's very simple. Let's say I started this on my G note, okay? So 3rd note, top thick string, the first dot, okay? We're going to play that mode. Now, this dot here is actually that dot. So you're just continuing from this dot, going dan dan, but right here we're going dan dan. So those 2 notes are those 2 notes there. So we're going bum bum bum, and learn that pattern. And you see how they're connected? So now this note, the first note here, is actually going to be that note. So we're going to go 1 2, which is 1 2, and then it continues with the pattern. They're all connected. These are all connected from starting from your G all the way down to here, past your around your 15th fret there. So anyways, well, it might not be 50. I don't even remember. I'd actually have to count. But the point is it's going to end around there anyways, because I believe it's what is it, 12, 13, or no, sorry. 12, 13, 14. So I guess it's 14, 15, 17, whatever. So anyways, that's all it is. So I'm going to go to the next slide here, and I'll open this up a little bigger so we can see this. So, whoops. Okay. So on here it has a starting, we're saying C for our modes, but this would be really starting on the 8th fret. Okay, so let's forget this. This can be any letter. So we're just going to choose this as our 3rd fret. These numbers are representing modes, not frets. So we're going to say in my example that this is the 3rd fret, top string, the G note, where the first is. So here's your first mode. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then so forth. So there's your Ionian right there. That's your Ionian scale. Then the Dorian starts. Remember how I told you they're all connected. 1 2 3 4 5 6, see, and so forth, and they're all connected. So that's now basically your Dorian mode, and that's exactly how they work. So those patterns back there, these are all the patterns just connected together. That's it for modes. So just learn where your root notes are when you're starting. So in other words, if this was G, that's G there, that's G there, that's G, that's G, that's G, so forth. So that's how it basically works in a simple form. So we're going to look at this one here. I'll put it up here again. So again, it shows you where the root notes are. So this would be G, And then the next note would be an A, obviously, because we're continuing. So now you're going to do the Dorian and starting on the A. So that's going to be an A note now, which is going to be which is end up going to be your root note for the Dorian and so forth. And that's all you need to know right now, anyways, about them for the simplest terms. They're just all connected. So this is all one fretboard right now. So if we lined them up, they would all be right together, so forth. So that's all it is. So once you memorize the entire fretboard with the entire patterns, you're going to know all the modes and how they connect. It's just you got to learn one box at a time because that's why they do it like this, because otherwise it would be very overwhelming trying to learn the entire fretboard at once. So all I did was, I mean, the IOE you basically know because that's a steady do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then the next one just continues the do, re, mi, except it starts on the re. So re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. Next one starts on me instead of re or do, right? So that it's that dot there, which is me. So mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi. Like, you understand what I'm getting at now? All it is continuing the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But then it starts the do, re, mi scale on the next note of re and then mi and then fa, sol, la, ti, so forth, and then back to do again, right? That's all it is. So that's how modes work. It's pretty simple that way. You learn one mode, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. You can learn the names if you want. It's probably good because it's how a lot of people talk it, and that's it. They're just all connected like that. So it's all the same notes. So basically, half the notes are now in the next pattern, and these half the notes are in that pattern, half the notes, and that's how they're all connected. So then you'll learn how when you solo and do things, how what notes are always in your key now, whichever you're starting with. So just for an example, we're playing some song with G and G, so we'll just say C or whatever. Okay, so there we go, and then so we'd start on G, and then I could go here somewhere, then I could slide across in here. But the one thing you do have to remember is each sort of has a different tone to it. So that's that's what you got to kind of experiment with is what works well. Should I play the Ionian scale all through this G D C chord structure song, or should I can I go up to this with it, or should I turn that into my root note as a G and play G Dorian here instead? So that would now be the third and would go with a G Dorian. But the point is that's you got to experiment with stuff, and that's a whole other lesson on when you do stuff like that. I just want people to understand the simple terms of actually what the modes are. So that's it. Simple. They all connect. There's nothing to get complicated. Just learn one box pattern at a time, and then once you learn them all, you can now go find an image somewhere where they're all connected, kind of like I did with this one, and then you can just look at them all because you already know the patterns. You've kind of memorized them, so you can now just start anywhere on a key and then start connecting them very easily. And you'll be, oh my God, this is so easy. Okay. Anyways, take care, and I hope that explains just the simple form of modes. So please don't leave me comments about you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I'm not making things complicated. Just a layman simple thing of how modes are connected and work together. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.